So today we're going to be having lunch in the magnificent Alfredo's restaurant. It's their pizza place on board, and the reason I love this is quite a controversial reason, which we'll get to when we take you inside. But in relation to where Alfredo's is, it's on deck 7, directly opposite where we had our seafood feast the other day, which is called
The Catch by Ruby.
and we love it. So hang around with us for this one, and I want to find your comments out on if the controversial reason why I love this is the same as why you're going to love it. You don't get any fresher than this. And believe me, it smells incredible. And unlike your normal Domino's pizza or equivalent, they don't skimp on any of these toppings. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
So here we are in Alfredo's. It happens to be St. Patrick's Day, so Leslie got the memo with the green. I, however, did not. So I'm letting the side down, but never mind. We can live with that one. So what are you going to have today, babe?
I'm going to start off with the ensalada mista. The salad is excellent. The only other appetizer option is a minestrone soup, which is fine, but not my favorite. And then I'm going to do probably the pizza vegetariana, which has tomatoes, mozzarella, mushrooms. It's fresh mozzarella, which is great. Grilled zucchini, sun-dried tomatoes, red onion, roasted bell peppers, avocado, and basil. And it's an excellent option. And then for dessert, I think I'll probably skip the desserts. They have tiramisu and an apple tort with apricot jam and vanilla sauce.
That sounds good, actually. And they gave us another amazing seat right by the window. Just seems to be sea for days.
Beautiful.
So let's hope this one works out the same way it did last time, because we had a delicious pizza last time, didn't we?
You did.
So the salad's arrived. It looks delicious, but of course it is just missing that one thing. And you can never sprinkle it out properly, so.
No, they don't make the holes big enough for the fresh red peppers.
Delicious. Give it a go. That's a really good fresh salad. Yummy. Look at this. Wow.
Thank you so much.
Super impressed. And everything's on there. That looks amazing.
You are a master. Thank you.
So Leslie thinks I'm really weird about having anchovies on a pizza. I think it's perfectly normal. I love it. And as I said, she thinks I'm a freak. There's got to be other people out there that also eat anchovies on pizza, right?
I don't think you're a freak. I think anchovies are disgusting. But people do put it on pizza. My parents always did.
But anchovies and pineapple at the same time.
That's a bit freaky.
It's a salt and the sweetie. It's the yin and the yang. This is going to be amazing. So I'm going to dive in for my first piece. That is the perfect bite of pizza. It's cooked perfectly. It's got a crispy base, very moist toppings, and the saltiness of the anchovies and the sweetness of the pineapple. It's just a flavor bomb that explodes. Fantastic.
So I have the vegetarian pizza from the menu, and it's excellent. They even put avocado on it, which is very unique and different. As you heard in the ordering, I'm definitely a little bit more simple, make it easier on them, but it's still lovely. You can see the great fresh mozzarella cheese just goes on and on and on. And the crust, nice and crispy, has that nice little char from the wood-fired oven. I mean, it's really good pizza.
How many marks out of 10 for that pizza alone?
10 out of 10 for sure.
Well done, Alfredo's. So, after eating all of that anchovy and spicy sausage, my mouth feels like the Sahara Desert. It is so dry. But that was honestly one of my top 3 pizzas of my lifetime. It was that good. I do think it's time for another drink though. What do you think?
Cheers, babe.
Well, cheers, babe.
Cheers.
Yum. So even after that huge portion of pizza, we've caved. I actually said I was going to have a dessert. Leslie didn't want one, but they bought 2 spoons. So guess what, babe?
What?
You're having dessert. So we've gone for the apple tart with a vanilla sauce, and it's dusted in powdered sugar. So it actually looks, oh, it's softer. I thought it was going to be a lot crispier than that, but that's...
Yeah, it's different than I remember from the last time we were on Princess.
I'm going to give it a try though. So I've got a bit of everything on here. It actually tastes like Grandma's apple pie, and it's warm.
Grandma's warm apple pie?
I wasn't expecting that. That is actually remarkable. You've got to try some of that.
I will. All right, let's see. It's good. Probably not my favorite, but it's good.
So that was Alfredo's, and I've got to say, definitely in my top 2 lunches I've had on board. That was absolutely delicious. What do you think?
The pizza is absolutely fantastic. It's so good. Now I will say the other options are more limited. So the ensalada mista is what we had for an appetizer, and it was excellent. It's a good salad, basic balsamic vinaigrette. Can't go wrong with that. The other option is the minestrone soup, which is good, but not my favorite. Those are the only 2 options. Similar with the desserts, it's a tiramisu or an apple tart that I actually didn't care for. He loved it.
I loved Grandma's apple pie. It was
I
delicious.
didn't feel like it was very apple-y, and I felt like it was just really kind of almost like a custard tart more than anything else, and I wasn't a fan personally, but that's fine.
I think maybe my taste buds were enhanced. The fact I was so salty in my mouth after those anchovies and spicy meat. Anything sweet was going to taste good, but I thoroughly enjoyed that. The wine portions, I mean, I don't know if you saw what they poured there for us. It was a double pour,
Yeah.
which of course you can have when you're on one of the drinks packages. But it was absolutely perfect. I'm very, very happy with that. So marks out of 10 for me. Alfredo's, it's a 9 out of 10. The only thing that stops it being a 10 is the selection, or the choice of selections on the appetizers and desserts. I would like to see a couple more offerings.
Even just a vanilla ice cream or something simple like that would be nice.
And actually, when we were off camera, Leslie came up with a very good point about some of the menu items and the upcharges, again, that we're seeing.
Yeah, so there's a section of specialty pizzas. So the typical specialty pizzas are $8.50, or any of the other, if you do a design your own like Dell did, it's $8.50. If it's a la carte, or it's $14.99 for the 3-course meal. They have a section of pizzas that are $12 each, specialty pizzas, and those are not included in any package. So even though that we pay for Premier and can have lobster all the time and whatever else, if we just wanted the one pizza, even if we didn't want to have the full 3-course meal because we're not a fan of the appetizers or desserts, you can't have that. It would be the $12 for it, which isn't a big deal, but it seems a bit nickel and dime-ish.
It's definitely penny pinching, and in fact, we're going to do a video before we get off the cruise ship on the changes that's happened with this Premier package over this is our 3rd Premier cruise, and we've seen some dramatic changes. So we're actually going to do a video entitled, "Is Premier Still Worth It?" And I'm sure it's going to be quite controversial, but we look forward to having your input on that.
Yeah, but overall, I love Alfredo's. The pizza is fantastic. You saw the amount of cheese I had. That was amazing.
And the staff were fantastic. So.
Oh, our server was so lovely, super smart,
And
sweet,
how
friendly,
did she remember
funny.
that order, like without writing it down? I've got no chance.
No complaints there.
All right, guys. So until next time, thanks ever so much for joining us. See you soon.
Bye, thank you.
Bye.